Hi, welcome, welcome. I'm just going to do clear the air. That feels better. Right. Hi, Val. Hi, Lady Blind Wolf. How are you both? Okay, so don't forget to let me know if you have donated using the link down below. And if you've got a question, just type your question in. And I knew I forgot something. Sugar. Chat scan, that's what I want. Hopefully I've opened it. Oh, yep. Just want to. And I forgot to get the link. Right, so hi guys. Don't forget if you've got questions, just type them in. Hey, Jeff. How are you? Elemental, whoops, 1 minute, I'm just... Hey, how are you? Elemental Carter's me. Just started work and just wanted to say hi. Yes, certainly. Yes, Val, just type in your question. Cool. Yep, just type in your question. A little taboo question. Okay. So how's it going, Chris? It's nice to see you here. It's always appreciated people coming to say hello. So nice. I'm in my new space. If you haven't already seen my video, it's a Monday morning in your midweek. Yeah, we're Monday, the end of the day. It's now 5:33 p.m. and you're about 6 o'clock. What time are you? Because you're in the UK. Whoa, cards just fell out. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Chris. So sweet. Okay, so Val, yeah, 6:30. Yeah, I thought you were 11 hours at the... Yeah, 11. See, money. Okay, so what you've got to do is, what do you want to bring into your life? This is what I get with Seven of Pentacles. To me, is very much about, what do you actually want to harvest into your life? What do you actually want to bring into your life right at this time? Because you're going to find yourself feeling very trapped or contained if you're not careful, if you're not aware. And it's very much about nurturing your own financial situation. Okay, I'm getting the sense of just being very aware of what you actually want to bring into your life right now, because you can find yourself being very contained, very restricted. Okay, so you're going to find yourself being very restricted. It is very much about nurturing your own health, your own finances and stuff. And one more card is about finding a sense of alignment, being careful about hurting, whether it's hurting others or hurting yourself as well. within the situation. When you're, oh, okay. There's a lot of deep thinking to do, which is very important about finding the solution to your own situation. So Val, I really, when we're looking at this question here, it's very much about being very aware of what I really want to know if there's a good money or if I jump into it. Yeah, well, it might be good money, but you're going to find yourself very trapped, very contained within the situation. Okay. It's very much about taking care of yourself in some way, about finding a way to sort of nurture your own finances in some way. I feel like there's going to be a lot of hurt, a lot of wounds coming up in that respect in regards to the acceptance of money or gaining it from someone else. So it's really about finding your own solutions to the situation that's going on. You need to be very careful when you jump into relying on someone else that you're not trapping yourself in some way. So that's really what you've got to think about here. No one else can really make you the decision. Only you can really make that decision. Remember, this is just guidance. This is just, they say entertainment, but it's just guidance, and it's up to you to make the actual decisions. Hey, Angelic, baby, just type in your question and I'll just do it. Just type in your question once. I've got a chat app that will get me all your questions. So not a problem there. Okay, Val, so it's really, ultimately, it's your decision, but it is about what do you want to bring into your life? What do you want to harvest? What do you actually want to bring into your life to move forward in that journey? So it's very important to be careful about being contained, being restricted to the situation. Okay, because it's very much about nurturing yourself. There are going to be a lot of wounds, a lot of hurt if you're not careful, if you're not aware of it. It is about you finding your own solutions to the situation. Nobody else can do that for you. So that's something that you really need to think about for yourself, but it just gives you an idea about where it is. What is Kishan thinking about me? Okay, what is Kishan? Okay, Val. Okay, Angelic baby. So we're just going to do your question now. What is Kishan thinking about? When will he reach out? Well, that's good. It's up to you. You've got to do what's right for you. Nobody else can make that decision. Okay, Lady Blind Wolf, I'll do that for you as well. Don't forget, guys, if you want to do a bit more in-depth reading, donations are available if you want a more in-depth reading. And with the donation readings, there are other aspects to it as well. Okay, what is Kishan thinking about? Okay, so we've got here the sense of looking ahead at the goals. He's looking ahead and deciding what actually lies ahead. There is a sense of bringing things into fruition, wanting to bring things into fruition in some way. He may see you as someone who is quite motherly in some way, maybe caring in some way. Now I'm getting a sense of needing to look beyond the illusion, looking about what do you need to do to bring things into reality as well. There does seem to be some conflicts, whether that's conflicted with him, and some transformation, some changes needing to take place as well, Angelic baby. So it could be really important for you're thinking about, what's he thinking about you? He's thinking, I think a lot of that he's thinking about, or Kishan is thinking about moving ahead, you know, how can he move ahead in this journey. Hi, Valentina. So really 2:30 a.m. So really important for you to think about, maybe he's thinking about you in bringing things into fruition in some way, but needs you to look beyond the illusion, look beyond the surface of the situation, maybe use your skills, your abilities to create your reality, manifest your reality. There are some battles, there are some conflicts and things going on. So transformation, some changes need to actually take place as well. So there are some things going on in the situation. Yeah. Okay. Lady Blind Wolf. Lady Blind Wolf, they are flying out. You're welcome, Angelic Baby. Okay, Lady Blind Wolf, what have I got for you? Okay, cards flew out. There's Lady Blind Wolf. There's a lot of deep thinking that you need to do. There is a lot of things that you need to look about in regards to the communication, the way that you actually think about where you actually want to go. Okay, there is a lot of thought going on. There does feel a sense of feeling defeated, or like you're not feeling like you've achieved what you actually want. You feel a little bit of self-doubt creeping in, but there is a reason for you to actually celebrate how far you've come, or what you've achieved so far, because the world is your oyster. I'm getting the sense of the world's in your hand. You know, there's possibilities. You just have to make some choices in regards to the situation. It does feel like your health, your finances, your things that you actually want in your life are in your hand. I'm getting a lot about being in your hand, being in your hand. It's like your emotions are in your hand. You know, your thoughts are in your hand. It's all about how you feel about the situation, because yes, you've got the Chariot here that tells me yes, you're in the right direction. You are moving in the right direction, because there's a shift. There are some things that you might have to leave behind. I feel like there's something that you have to leave behind that you're not quite seeing the bigger picture. So when you look at all this, it just feels like what's actually been going on for you, how you've been feeling, where you're sort of really, it's about choices yet to make. It does feel like you've got some choices that you've been given and you haven't quite made those choices yet. It does seem to be like you're looking out at the world and thinking, where do I go? What do I do? But it does feel like your potential is there, that, you know, you really do have a strong potential about where you're headed, Lady Blind Wolf. Does feel like, yes, you're on the right path, yes, you're doing that, but it does come down from your own contemplation, your own thought. There is something that you actually need to leave behind so that you can actually shift forward in that situation. So that's quite interesting. So Valentine, you are doing a cord cutting. Okay. Okay, Valentina, I'd like to know, does my ex Carlo still have feelings towards me? That wasn't supposed to come out. It's these two here. New beginnings and battles and conflicts with new beginnings. So you're doing all the right things, Lady Blind Wolf. Okay, Valentina, okay. You're definitely not, something's not seeing the bigger picture. Does feel a bit, there's a bit of boredom going on there. Maybe not satisfied with things. It does talk about sun shining on the situation. It does feel like things will be exposed or come out into the light. So you're talking about, does your ex, Carlo, still have feelings towards you? Is he in love and thinking about me even though we don't talk anymore? It feels as though there is new beginnings being taken, new paths going on. There are some struggles, some conflicts, some battles and things going on. But it comes down to a sense of not seeing the bigger picture, but also, or not seeing what's being offered, but also a sense of maybe feeling a bit bored with life, dissatisfied with life, quite dissatisfied with what's going on. So it does feel like he's dissatisfied with what's actually going on for him. There are some things that he may need to face. Okay, it does feel like there might be some lessons to learn in the situation. It does feel like things are going to be exposed or come out of the open. It does feel like it's just a new journey. There's a happy thing. So it's really, Valentina, it's whether you can, you know, what do you need to do to move on? So you could look at what do you need to move on? What do you need to do for the situation, in regards to the situation? And it talks about isolation. So it talks like about a lot of meditation and reflection is needed. What lessons have you learned from the past? What are you learning about the situation? So it is talking about isolation. It does feel like there's a lot of self-healing to do. I'm going to turn on the light, I think. And here you've got the King of Wands, and it does that sense of passion, that drive, that sense of a new venture. So I think it's about a sense of you moving on. It's about you starting to live your life for you, because at the moment you're isolating. Okay, Lady Blind Wolf, see you soon. Yeah, I'm just going to... Yeah, I feel like he's a sense of, he's just dealing with his own stuff, okay? And it's really about you just getting on with your own life now. It's about you starting to move ahead, you on new ventures, new possibilities, a lot of healing done here, and a lot of moving on into new possibilities, new ventures, new things going on, new passions, new creative projects, things like that. Okay, so that's really an important part of the process. Okay, I don't know if there was any more readings or anything else. So yeah, I think it's about time to move forward, Valentina. Christina, in regards to pregnancy, I actually don't do pregnancy readings as such, because you're welcome, because it could be related to medical situation. It could be, are you in a current situation? Are you with your partner, your boyfriend? You know, there's so many things to come and factor without just, will you become pregnant? But I have got the Empress card just flew out. And so there is that motherhood coming to some degree. I don't know whether it's twin boys or twin children, you know, it's twin, but definitely got a, the Empress actually just flew out of the pack. Hey, Raina, how are you? You're welcome, Valentina. Hey, Raina. So, Christina, look, I don't normally do pregnancy readings, but as we were shuffling, the Empress card came out. So it does tell me that there could be a pregnancy, there could be a sense of a motherhood, mother coming into fruition in some way. Oh, it does talk about some heavy burdens and things going on. So it does feel like there's a weight on your a weight. Yeah, sort of flyer. There is a weight on your a burden. Just feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself in that. So there's a sense of reflection going on here. There is a lot of needing to reflect. Oh, that's good, Raina, that you're good. Yeah, I decided now that I'm in my new space. Oh, twins and triplets run in your family. Okay, that's why you're asking. Okay. Sorting out your medication. Oh, okay, Raina. Okay, it does talk about success and victory. So there's definitely a possibility of a pregnancy in some way, as long as you're doing all the other stuff that you're supposed to be doing with a partner, making sure that you... Oh, thanks, Raina. You're a sweetheart. As always, such a sweetheart. So, yeah, I can definitely see a pregnancy for you in some way, but don't put too much pressure on yourself in any way. Just make sure that you sort of do a lot of... I feel like there's a lot of reflection, a lot of taking care of yourself. Definitely talks about success as well. So do all the things that you're supposed to do, of course. And there is make sure you've got a plan. Strategize before racing into the situation. Oh, you've been getting signs about pregnancy? Okay. So just make sure you do all the right stuff. So it does feel as though there could be a pregnancy, as you know, as you can see that the Empress card flew out of the deck. Raina, just type in your question and I'll do that for you. So yeah, definitely talks about plans and strategy before rushing into things. It does talk about success, does talk about things coming in. There is a lot of reflection. Just don't put too much pressure on yourself as well. Just make sure that you've got everything sorted and organized is basically that. Okay, Raina, what was your question? Whoops. Oh, my nose. Itchy nose. That's right, I forgot that was in there. Okay. Okay, Raina. What kind... You're welcome, Christina. What kind of connection do I have with my friend Casey? Okay, so we're going to do a couple of things for you, Raina, because you've donated, of course. Right, Raina, let's have a look. What kind of connection do you have with your friend Casey? What kind of connection? Whoops, that's me being clumsy. What kind of connection? Okay. What kind of connection? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. And should you reach out to her? Okay, Raina, what I want to do is just going to pick out nine Lenormand cards as well. I've got no idea what's going to come out. So let's have a look. 1, I just want to see what happens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. So the first one was, what kind of connection do you have? So let's have a look. Ooh. Talks about perseverance. Talks about, like, seems like the thoughts have always been there. So it seems like he's always been in the background, I want to say there. It's something that needs to be done. It's a task that needs to be done. Seems like a lot of things have been happening behind the scenes as well. It's a wish, it's a dream. That's interesting. Ooh, feels intense in some way, like a friendship intense. And it definitely feels like it's one of direction needing to go in. So it does feel like there's been a lot of thought about it. It does feel like there needs to have some sort of like closure to the situation. It is something that needs to be done. It does need to, you need to have that connection for some reason. It does feel like there's a gain to it, an emotional gain to the situation of coming in. And it does feel quite, there's a bit of passion there, a bit of like, I just want to say a bit of desires in some way, but not necessarily sexual or anything like that, but just that sort of yearning to sort of have that connection there. And it does feel like there's a sense of success to that connection. It does feel like there is a directional to it. So, and it also talks about a lot of contemplation and moving ahead as well. It does feel like he's been thinking about you in some way. So let's have a look here. Here we've got the Lovers. So there are some choices to be made. Should you reach out to him, there are some choices yet to be made within the road. It could be romantic, since you got the Lovers card coming out, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, it's totally up to you what you do with that. There's definitely some truth needing to be sorted. There definitely needs to be, you need to seek some truth about it. I think that's where the communication comes in, which is quite important. Whether it's fate or destiny, that's totally up to you. It does feel like decisions, I keep getting the word decisions, choices need to be made. Be careful about entrapping yourself for some reason, feeling contained or feeling restricted about the situation. So you've got to give yourself permission to give yourself the freedom to do whatever you want to do within the situation. So be careful you're not keeping yourself held back. So let's have a look at the Lenormand cards I got for you too. Let me just move the keyboard to one side. Okay, so here we've got the Woman, got the Tower. So there could be that sense of isolation, isolating yourself. Again, you've got Compass. So again, about direction. It's interesting. I wonder if it's corporate. I just got the word corporate in my head. I wonder if does he work in corporate? Oh, you don't know. Does he work in corporate? I wonder if he works in corporate, like in a building. I wonder if he works in a business. I don't know. It just feels very business orientated. I just got the word corporate. It's definitely a lot of wishes, dreams, desires coming into play. Now, there is a thing about shedding old skins, about letting something go. Be careful of some trouble or yeah, communication is really important here. So we've got the Bear here, which is about a sense of protecting. He's got a good job and he's married. Ah, okay, that's why I think I got the trouble. I got the word trouble. He's got a good job and he's, yeah, okay. So you might need to communicate with him to know the true story. Yeah, magnifying glass. It feels like you need to look at all the details. And I see things as moving into the unknown. So interesting here is when I lay the cards out like this and I get the trouble card and the snake in the middle, I do feel like there's a lot of shedding of old skins. It does feel like he's going to be, you know, if you reach out to him, there is going to be the sense of shedding old skins. Communication is going to be super, super important, and it's all about the wishes, you know, the dreams, the desires, those things. So it's about you. I get a sense of you sort of moving in the direction that you desire in some way, that you want to in some way. So interesting, Raina. Don't know if that makes any sense, but I do feel like there's a sense of needing to communicate with him. I think there's a need to. Maybe he does. Maybe he wants a reading from you, and it could be about the marriage, and maybe it's about him. Maybe it's about his wife. Maybe the woman's about his wife or his partner, you know, his wife, and in the direction that he's moving towards. So this could be his wife, not necessarily you, but more about his wife and in what directions he's moving with work or with his wife and work. It does feel like there's a bit of be interesting. Maybe he does want your help with a reading, Raina. Interesting. Well, that'll give you something to think about for sure. Okay, Shrishti. Don't think there was anyone else. Well, I hope that's helped. Yeah, I think all you need to do is just don't say too much, Raina. I just think it's just best to just communicate. Okay, Shrishti, can I get a Capricorn current feeling? Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I don't think you will. Okay, Capricorn current feeling for me. Okay, Shrishti, current feeling. You're welcome, Raina. Right, Shrishti. Okay, first, hi, Gracie. Swaggy Star, I'll do yours, and then Gracie, hello. Well, thank you. Well, half an hour. Okay, can I get a Capricorn feeling for me? Okay, Shrishti, you're looking at Capricorn's feeling. Feels like something's being taken from them. Feels like something's being taken from him. Doesn't feel very empowered. Does feel like viewpoints maybe a little bit crooked. I'm getting a little bit of a crooked viewpoint. Well, okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. It's just this one here. Trying to find a light out of the darkness of the situation. So, and then we've got happy families coming towards the end. So, Capricorn's feelings towards you, you've got the sense of the Capricorn's feeling like they're something's being taken from them. Doesn't feel very empowered with the situation. It doesn't show me love as such. If you just ask, does he love you? I'm not getting that situation. Let's have a look. Does he love? Oh, Raina, you're a sweetheart. No. doesn't feel like there's a lot of love going on. It does feel like things may come together on some level, but it does feel like things are going to be a lot of juggling around. So I'm not getting that he's totally in love, even though I do feel like there is a sense of happy families here and there is a light shining out of the darkness. I'm not getting a sense of being totally in love at this time, I'm sorry to say. But don't forget, these are just, you know, these are just what the cards are saying at the moment. Things can change. You know, this is all about your own. Hi, Moesha. Oops. Yeah, so I'm just Shrishti, I'm just not getting totally in love. I mean, it does talk about happy times and things like that, but the cards are not showing up as being in love. You don't get Two of Cups. You don't get the Lovers. And actually, there's really, you only get the Ten of Cups and that's coming together. But with the other cards involved, with the Seven of Swords and Nine of Wands, with the Two of Coins, it's a bit hard to sort of say. Okay, Swaggy Star. Curious if the Taurus guy will see my post. Oops. Things will come in promotion. Okay. Does feel as though there is a sense of things coming into fruition. So it does feel as though he will see the post. But will he message you? He's going to dip his toe in. Not necessarily. Okay, so I'm not really getting a before or after at this stage. So let's have a look at before. Definitely talks about new opportunities. So it could be after. Equilibrium and balanced actions with consequences. So it does feel as though there is a sense of, depends on when your birthday is, of course, with what's actually going on. He's being in his head about things. Yeah, he's not quite going into the full hog here. Does feel like he's dipping his toes in, but hasn't really gone full thing. He's not really showing his emotions at the time. He does feel like he's put his emotions to one side. There is a sense of an opportunity arising for him. Okay, it does feel like there's an opportunity to the situation, but he's thinking about his consequences to his actions. So he's not quite ready to make that decision. So it's not really showing as him actually communicating with you. Okay, I'm not feeling that he's rushing into it. Does feel like time out. It's like he's taking time out. Yes, he's reserved emotionally. Okay. Does feel like I'm just keep getting time out with this one here, with the Nine of Pentacles. I'm getting a sense of him taking some time out from making a clear decision. I just don't think he's rushing into it. So I cannot expect when he'll make the phone call. I don't think he's made that decision yet. So I just feel like he's just thinking very much about his consequences to his actions and whether he'll actually do the phone call or not. So no decision yet into that. I think it's just, you know, it's really about you just taking some time out for you. Okay, Raina, you donated, didn't you? You just got to type in your other question. Oh, a general love reading? Right, Raina. general love reading. Let's have a look. Actually, Raina, I'm going to swap the deck. I'm going to do tarot decorative. General love reading for Raina. Whoa. That dived out. I've got 20 minutes, right. Okay, so no idea how many cards I've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, love, right? Love reading for Raina. Let's find the heart. Plus, I want that one as well. Okay. Heart. Heart. Right. Oops. Okay. Okay. Desire. Wishes. Oops, missed one. That was clever. Oh, why do I keep getting this snake for you? Okay. Okay, Raina. I'm going to start with the Leninmand here. So it's talking about your wishes and desires. We're talking about love, right? So you've got this sense of healthy boundaries. Keeping rooted in love is really important. It's definitely some movement in that direction. In love. Okay, there's definitely some movement there, some healthy, I'm getting a lot about healthy boundaries, healthy love and movement forward. It is a bit of a risk, a bit of a roll the dice sort of situation. It does feel like it could be written communication as well. And it could be a sense of, I still keep getting that trouble. So it could be a dicey situation going on that's written. You tried setting those boundaries last time? Okay. So you've got here the wishes and desires for things. And it seems to be unlocking an inner faith within oneself, an inner direction within your own spirituality. Okay, so your wishes and desires unlock something within you. Okay, so there's definitely the possibilities there. So you look at your wishes and desires, remembering to stay healthy. It could be a risk to it. Be a risk to your health. Your wishes and desires could be a risk to your health. Okay, so with the love, there's a key to unlocking the love. Could come from secrets revealed as well. Unlocking your love could come from secrets revealed. And then you've got the sense of your faith awakening or moving forward, your faith moving forward by shedding old skins. So quite important for that. So that's that part there. Yeah, okay. Communication from him. So let's have a look at the cards. Right. So firstly, we've got addictions, past habits, repeated patterns. Something chaining you to the situation. Could be sexual energy. Influenced by a sense of trying to solve a situation. Comes out of trying to solve a situation. Ooh, interesting. So you've got that sense of passion, desires, very passionate, creative energy coming through. So here you've got the sense of okay, it's like you're preparing for something new, preparing for the unknown in a way, or preparing to, I want to say, get weighed down from the situation. Ooh, 10 of Cups. Does feel like things are coming complete. I'm getting a lot of completion coming in here, a sense of being ready to move on to new opportunities within love, within the relation. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on there, Raina. It's interesting. Does feel like there's a new thing. Oh, does feel like things are going to come into happiness and joy. There's your possibility there. Does feel like there's a lot of happiness and as things are exposed or brought out into the open. He drives you up the wall. Okay, there's a lot of taking time out here. There's a lot of reflection coming on. There is a reflection. So I do feel like this sort of taking some time out could be part of the thing as well. Stabilities. You got lots of you got 2 4s here. You got 4 of Swords and 4 of Cups here. So you got stability and foundations coming in regards to the mind, or in regards to thoughts and plans, and your emotional needs. Okay. Harmony. So having some harmony within your own desires. Making sure things are not in excess too in regards to love as well. Making sure you don't get too excessive in any way or excessive around. Okay, he can be controlling. Okay. So it's about trying to find, here you've got this moderation with Temperance, Raina. So you know moderation and blending things together, trying to find a little bit of this and a little bit of that to find a sense of balance within yourself as well emotionally. Could be the way to, that's your final outcome card. So maybe things are going to come out into the open. So you need to take some time out, some time away, to try and find a sense of stability within your own emotions. Definitely try and find some harmony in your creative energy, in your desires and your passions. Try and find some harmony in that. Try and find with a sense of success or victory in that possibility. You know, it feels like there could be some maybe victory after some battles, after you've found a little bit of stability in your emotions. Once you've taken some time out, found a little bit of stability. Okay. Well, hopefully that might give you some sense, Raina. Oh, and I've got to get going in a minute. So not long to go, just 10 more minutes. So let me just put this up. Ending soon. Okay, so let's have a look and see what questions we've got. Okay, make general reading. Let me just grab. Okay, Mahik, just a general reading. Okay, definitely talks about emotions. Maybe putting emotions to one side for the moment could be really, really important. As you've got decisions yet to be made, and maybe you're feeling like you're going around and around in circles, and it's time to sort of move forward in the direction you actually want to go. Whoops, didn't mean to do that one. This one here. So being careful about or looking at what you're actually holding on to might be an important part of the process for you. Does ask you to look at your own inner knowledge, your own secrets that might be held from within. It could be some secrets that could be revealed in some way. And last card is about giving unconditionally. Could be really important for you, Mahik, at this time. So there you go, just a really quick message going through there. Then we've got Gracie here. Benji's current feelings about the connection. Celebration. Just feel like there's a celebration going on in some way. Here we've got this relationship coming into balance. There's definitely a shift moving forward into smoother waters in some way. But it's important about choosing wisely about the situation as well. Could be a sense of you needing to choose wisely, because at this moment he feels like maybe Benji's feeling like he can celebrate, does feel like there's a new level within a new path to the relationship, a new balance to it, but it does feel like there's going to be a shift coming up, and it might be important to be able to choose wisely the decision that you actually make, Gracie. So Pink Rose, current energies in love. Okay, time out. Feels like it's time out for you, because there will be a breakthrough. There will be some news to the situation. Definitely feels like there's some romance coming your way. So it's important for you to actually take some time out from the situation. You can also talk about vacations or holidays, maybe a break for some reason, because that's your a breakthrough from whatever's been going on for you. It does talk about romance coming in, like there's some news arriving, a sense of romance coming in. But it's all about whether you decide it's your fate or destiny, or whether it's it doesn't make you feel like you're going around and around in circles with the situation as well, Pink Rose. I think that's really important for you to think about. It's looking at the truth of the situation. Maybe it's time for you to look at the facts of what's actually going on and seeing the reality of the situation. So that's that one. Goddess, what are your current feeling? What are my person current feelings for me? Okay, your current person. Current. Okay, feels like they're looking for the truth. They're trying to nurture the truth out of the situation, really want the facts of what's actually going on. Seems to be very, very important. Nurturing the truth, nurturing a plan, nurturing what's really important. It feels like they're being led out of the cold, so to speak. So I'm getting a sense of warm feelings coming through. There are some things that need to end. There is a task that needs to be done, needs to be completed. There is a lot of stress and worry about it. There is some stress about the situation going on. So it does feel like there's a little bit of stress within the situation, but it does come through with a bit of success, with that sense of victory, that possible outcome being there. So at the moment, there's a sense of trying to nurture the truth, maybe looking for facts of the situation. Does feel like there is some warmth towards, even though it may feel like things are a bit cold in some way. There is a task that needs to be finished, which is really important. There is a sense of worries and stress to the situation as well. There does seem to be some worry to it, but it does come with a sense of victory, and whether that victory is actually hope to the situation, whether that person wants victory, desires victory to the situation, that's their feeling towards you, feeling like you've got that hope. Right, Gerard de Mano. Oh, night, Raina, take care. I'm just finishing up, Anthony. Just trying to finish off these last few readings. Okay, what are my love interests? Ian's current feelings. Just trying to finish off the last few readings that are here. If you've typed in a question, I will answer it as soon as I can. But I've got to get going in just a couple of minutes, so that's why the readings are really quick and to the point. Okay, again, we're getting a lot of truth stuff, a lot about nurturing the truth, feeling like they're wanting the facts of the situation, looking at the facts of the situation. There is a sense of hope towards a unity, a connection. There is that sense of hope. Does feel like there's something coming together, maybe something inherited. We've got tens here. Tells me a completeness, something coming together, needing to look at things from another perspective, maybe being careful about what they're sacrificing. Gerard, maybe your love interest is looking at what they're sacrificing within themselves. There's definitely a passion going on here. It does definitely feel like there's a bit of nurturing a sense of passion within oneself is really important as well. So maybe she's feeling very passionate about the situation as well, Gerard. Okay, Gerard, done that. So give you something to think about. And then will my first daughter give me a lot of trouble in her teenage years? Moesha. Okay, tell us about Moesha's daughter. What does Moesha need to know about her daughter? Okay, there will be some things that you will have no control over. There are some things that you're restricted, or you may feel restricted, you may feel constrained. from. There are some things that you will have no control over, that's for sure. There will be some tower moments. There will be some unshakable or some shakeable sort of, will feel like there's a bit of doom and gloom going on. It does feel like boundaries are being crumbling. There are crumbling abilities. Does feel as though you're not going to see the bigger picture about the whole situation. There might be, you might not see the whole picture with what's actually going on. So there might be it'll be a cycle, it'll be a phase of a cycle. It may not be the whole thing. It may be a sense of needing to look at what you're actually afraid of. You know, what are you scared of with the situation? And the last card here is, yes, there's going to be some battles and some fights. So yes, your daughter may give you some trouble to the situation. May feel like, I mean, you've got these cards like the Eight of Swords, you've got the Tower, you've got the Four of Swords. It feels like she's going to be dissatisfied with life, or you're going to, you know, and I just feel like it's because you're not really seeing the bigger picture of the whole thing. It does feel like there is a phase to the cycle. It does feel like the cycle, and there's definitely going to be a lot of battles and arguments, if you like, or fights. And then it could be a bit of a mind game too. So you might just need to sort of take a breath. You know, what are you actually afraid of? Could be looking at that situation. So it really is about looking out. Oh, okay, Gerard. So yeah, I think that's really important for you to look at, Moesha, is about how you choose to react to the situation as well. That's going to make a big difference. Okay, Anthony, last question. But I think a teenager's a teenager. I think they all give us troubles at some stage, but it's how we choose to deal with it that makes a difference. Okay, Anthony, how will my PhD studying and moving plan to North America go on for the rest of this year and next? So you're looking at your PhD, Anthony. So let's have a look and see. Okay, this is it. This is the last reading and I've got to go because I've got things to do. Got banking to do and that, so let's get this done. So we've got the Ace of Wands here. So we've got the potential for you. There does feel like there's a breakthrough in regards to your PhD, Anthony. It does feel like, oops, there we go. Does feel like you're going to be bringing things together. It does feel like there's going to be a blending of things, a little bit of this and a little bit of that coming in to the situation. Oh, jeepers. Okay, so we've got things coming into fruition. We do have a thing of making sure you take care of yourself as well is going to be super important. There's going to be as well. I'm also getting a sense of having to take care of yourself in some way. Does bring on a happy situation, so it does feel very positive. Your PhD studying and moving plan does feel very positive to situation. You have got the Sun card. I'm just seeing if there's one more card just fly out. Yep, it's very much about what you actually want to do. What actions do you actually need to take to bring what you want actually into your life? So making sure you dot your I's, cross your T's, basically. And I do feel that things do feel very positive, but it's all about you. What do you want to bring into your life? How do you dot your I's, cross your T's, all that sort of thing, bringing them into fruition, making sure you take care of yourself, bringing sort of things together, merging things together, making sure they're not in excess in any way, making sure it will bring some transformation, some changes through that sense of not being in excess to it. So yeah, and I just feel like there's a breakthrough to the situation. So yeah, Anthony, that's it. And that's it from me. I really have to get going. So I have some things to do. So take care, everybody. Thank you for being with me. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you to those that donate. If you're wanting to make a donation or a tip because I've done a reading for you in some way, whether it's $1 or whatever, please check out my Ko-Fi or check the link down below. I really, really appreciate it. It does help pay the bills. I've got a grandchild coming soon, and I want to put some stuff back into the business because I'm doing this full time as well. Doing the readings and things, it does pay for my time. And what I do for you guys is all energy and etc. Anyway, don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care, everybody. Thanks for being with me. Blessed be.